Okay, so let's look at this situation here. So the overall energy here is the Justice card, and the Justice deals with some type of legal situation that is coming through to affect the love relationship for this month. For a lot of you, it could be like, legal issue with the previous spouse, legal issue pertaining separation, contracts, relationship status of a person comes to mind. Obligations via finances, via spousal support, via children. All of these things are coming through here with the Justice card, okay? And whenever I see this, I think about, the somebody like a very, very protective mom with her child in the back, and she's very cautious about who she lets in, who she or he lets into her or his life, because there are children involved. There are like impressionable young children that are easily taken in. So there's a lot of like concerns regarding family unit and things like that that's affecting your romantic life. In terms of the challenge position here, we do have the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands indicates a situation that is, there's a lot of attraction with another person. The relationship itself, right now, I don't feel that it is a serious relationship just as of now, just yet. The Two of Wands traditionally indicates a relationship. It's a two card, but there's only one person that's really doing everything that they can or within their power to build a relationship up. And the other person that's supposedly in the relationship is kind of like not aware, not interested, or is not on the same page. As a result, one person is doing a lot of the work and the other person is not like really involved in the picture, okay? This is the beginning of seeing the potential in someone. I see it like starting to date, and I feel like the main challenge is that the other person is just not ready just yet to give you that relationship or that commitment that you're looking for. It could also be you because you're still attached legally to another person, so you're trying to slow down the process. The other card that's showing up in the challenge position here is the Five of Cups in the reverse. The Five of Cups in the reverse is like feeling sadness, regrets, and things like that. This is something that happened in the recent past, but at this point in your life, you've overcome that whole sadness and grief. You've met somebody else, and I feel that a lot of you are trying to move things forward with another person, and in the meantime, you're trying to end things with an existing person so that you can forge ahead and move ahead, and even, I feel like, relocate. So a lot of you might be in a situation where you have children with another person. You are court ordered, like to stay in a certain proximity or a geographical location, and you might not be able to move as freely, and then now your job might take you somewhere else, your new relationship might take you somewhere else, so you feel like the need to move. So all of these things are coming up for re-examination here. In terms of the overall energy here, we do have the Chariot, and the Chariot indicates movement. The chariot also indicates, disparate energies. The two seahorses are looking in different direction, and traditionally, it's consider the black and the white horse, like two separate entities trying very hard to work together as a unit, and in order to pull in the right direction. What's really affecting it here is I do have the Four of Wands as well as the Temperance card. The Four of Wands indicates a marriage type of a situation. The Temperance card usually indicates emotional imbalance, okay? So there is definitely some type of a volatile home environment that's coming through. Two people are trying really hard to get together and to move along in the same direction, wanting the same things. One person might want marriage, the other person might like not have their financial situation sorted out just yet. So even though they love the other person, they're still not in a position to make sacrifices or to plan things out, years in advance. They're only like planning their life in short snippets of time, like a month at a time. What I'm also feeling is, for some of you, you might be dealing with a person that has like some type of a alcohol issue that comes to mind. So I feel like when they drink, they might, become a different person, and it's really hard for you to have a relationship with them. Like, I feel like you might love them, but it's just really difficult to feel safe, to feel secure about your future, and to feel safe with the children involved in the picture as well. So I feel like a lot of you are going to have to make some difficult decisions pertaining a relationship partner, especially if they are, like if they have an issue with drinking and things like that in the past. What's also coming through here, we do have the hangman in the reverse, which is like no longer waiting for opportunities, no longer putting your life on hold for another person. So the hangman in the reverse basically means grabbing life by the horns and forging ahead for yourself, and no longer like putting yourself or subjecting yourself to the whims of fate. Okay, so this is like reclaiming your power. This is but basically like cutting yourself free from a very, very unstable situation where you were waiting for the results of somebody else. This is also a card about sacrifice, making a sacrifice for the greater good. So when that comes through, I'm inclined to feel like cutting off one relationship partner, because even though, like you really do love them, and I do feel there's a lot of love permeating this spread, it's just somebody is not able to control themselves. That whoever it is that you're romantically involved with, I feel like you might realize that they're not good for you. I keep seeing, drinking issues and things like that. It's linked up with the death card, which basically means movement in a different direction, in a different trajectory altogether. In terms of your advice, we do have the Four of Coins here, which is they're telling you that financially you will be okay. So if you're concerned about making some type of a clean break, I do feel you're going to be okay and you're going to be quite successful. So it's about counting your pennies, being resourceful, and looking at other options that are made available to you as well, okay? So they're saying not to be so protective of your feelings. And if you are single and trying to implement like a new lifestyle change, I definitely feel that you're going to be able to do this in a very successful manner. We have the Wheel of Fortune right now as well, and the Wheel of Fortune usually shows up when a person is opportunities are coming through for them in abundance, okay? When it's in the reverse, opportunities, good or bad, all are flooding in. So it's not that you don't have the time or the opportunities to push ahead just yet. I do feel the opportunities are there, but whether or not you choose to go with everything at your disposal or everything that is offered to you, that is another issue altogether. But I do feel that they're saying here that two things cannot start at the same time, okay? That is the overwhelming message for you. So that means cutting some ties with a previous situation first, clearing out that energy, mourning the end of that relationship before something else can come in and before something else can get off the ground. So it's basically telling you with both of these cards, it's like um, don't like stretch your energy too thin among too many people. Resolve whatever situation is at the root of it first. So that means resolving whatever conflict with one person before you can move on, and have a more successful dating environment. Okay. For others of you with the Hermit, it can simply mean that, especially if you're in a committed partnership. Okay. I feel like if you are in a committed relationship, and especially in a house situation, it is very stable right now. The only problem is you or your partner might be traveling a lot. Somebody might not be getting adequate sleep. There is an element of time difference here where you're not able to talk as much, where, somebody's traveling all the time and the other spouse might be missing the other party. And as a result, you might be forced to do a lot more things on your own to take care of your kids, and you might feel a little bit isolated and alone from your romantic partner. But I definitely feel that it's very stable still. I do have the Happy Home card. I just feel like there's an element of time difference and people not being able to coordinate a time to meet, a time to go on dates, and a time to have fun. And I feel like for singles, the same thing is happening. It's telling you to really assess your choices, okay? Don't I guess like shift seamlessly from one relationship to the next. Take some time off to be on your own, to really figure out what it is that you want. And I do feel that's going to make you a more more directed and more purposeful when it comes to seeking the relationship partner that you want in the future. So I feel like you're trying to hold on tight to a situation that you know might not be entirely good for you. So it's telling you, have faith and try to release this situation in a timely manner so that it doesn't affect you energetically and it doesn't block other blessings from coming into your life, okay? I do feel as well that for some of you, you might be romantically involved with someone who is married, okay? We have the happy home here. And you were hoping in the past, hoping, waiting in suspension for them to either like get separated or get some type of divorce. And I do feel that they're stuck together mainly for financial reasons and mainly because it is a very unhealthy bond between these two people. And as a result, this is the month in which you are trying your best to gather the courage to move on and not wait for that other person in the hopes that they are going to leave their existing relationship. And in the process of trying to move on, I do feel that you are a little bit like emotionally unbalanced. You are a little bit like depressed. And if that's the case, then it's telling you to spend time on your own and to really look at this situation because I feel like you might have a tendency to attract somebody who is like emotionally unavailable. And I feel like this might be a recurring thing, okay? So if this is something that's coming through, I don't feel that it's the person that you're in love with. It's just the idea of wanting somebody and wanting that excitement, that, angst associated with like having a relationship with someone who's not emotionally available. So this is something for you to really reassess because I feel like you might have a recurring thing where you are attracted to, the same type of person and they might not be emotionally available, okay? And it seems like it's a recurring problem, all right? Your emotional needs are not being met in your relationship, and as a result of it, you might just settle for the ones that are in relationships already. So just be very, very careful, Leos. I do wish you the best for this month, and I apologize. I feel like the messages are coming in very, very clearly and succinctly, so I can't give an alternate explanation or an alternate like narrative